Welcome everybody. It's a beautiful day and I'm cruising and I'm gonna do something special today, actually this weekend. So I'm gonna do an ayahuasca ceremony. It's my first time and I'm really excited for it. I did a special diet for about 2 weeks. It was not so easy. I did not eat so much. I didn't eat any red meat, so I ate some fish, a lot of rice, a lot of crackers, and things like that. It was not so easy, although some people say you have to do a special ayahuasca diet like 3 days before, some say 6 months before. So I did it 2 weeks and I think it's more than enough, because some sites I read that 2 days is enough. So but I did 2 weeks, but I think next time I will do like a week maximum. I think it's more than enough. So what I also did was, normally I don't watch television, I don't watch the news, so it's best you don't have any stress right before the ceremony. It will improve your life if you stop watching the news, because on the news you always see the bad things and you never see the good things. What I also did was refrain from any sexual activity, so that's also pretty important if you want the full experience. So I did it all. But 4 days ago I ate some white meat. I thought it was turkey, but now I think that it was maybe pork. So very important to not eat pork days before you do the ceremony. So you guys know me as a crypto warrior. There are reasons why I started my channel, why I am fighting for Bitcoin. I think it's really important. Bitcoin can change the world, can make the world a better place. So I've always had a good heart, and from when I was 16 I saw a documentary, Zeitgeist. It changed my life. So I immediately knew that things were wrong in this world. So I started learning from then, and I learned how the financial system worked, etc. So that's why I think it's important to bring more good in this life, and I think Bitcoin can do it. So that's why my YouTube channel, Crypto Mining, I really believe we can make the world a better place with that, with adopting Bitcoin and actually stopping the bad people from running the world and from ruining the world, because that's exactly what's happening right now. So I know who owns the Federal Reserve, which families rule the world, why there are wars, why there is so much disinformation, who runs mainstream media. It's actually also owned by a few corporations. So I mean that's the whole reason why I'm doing my channel, and why I'm doing ayahuasca is I wanna cleanse myself. I want a better relationship with God. Maybe most of you didn't know, but I believe in God, not from when I was little, of course not. Because of certain situations in my life, I studied the Bible, the things that were written in the Bible. I studied it like knowledge that most people don't know, things like that. You should check out, you should type in water crystals in Google, and then there was a scientist who studied water. He froze the water and he studied it under the microscope. And what he saw was, if you talk to water, if you talk good or bad to water, it changes crystals. So if you talk good to water, it's scientifically proven. I'm not saying crazy things, but I'm explaining for the people that don't know. So, for example, if you bless your water, it changes texture, it changes into beautiful, beautiful water crystals. If you talk bad things to water, it changes in ugly crystals. There are stories of people cleansing whole lakes that were heavily polluted by just praying. So it's all written in the Bible. That's why priests bless the water, and you have to pray before you eat. It changes the texture of things. So that is scientifically proven. It's like when you have two plants, and to the one plant you talk bad, and to the other plant you say good things. What happens? The plant to which you talk badly, it just dies. It dies, and the plant to which you talk good, it thrives. So it's exactly the same thing. So I want a better relationship with God, with my parents, because the saying goes, if you have a good relationship with your mother, you're healthy. It's good for your health. And if you have a good relation with your father, it's good for your financial business. It's good for you. You will have enough money to buy the things you need, etc. One of the rules in the Bible: respect your mother and father. But enough about the Bible. Maybe one day I'll explain why I believe in God. It's with scientific proof that I'm saying this. It has been it took years and years of studying, of searching certain things, and also I've had some situations where I couldn't explain certain things, but that there has to be something. Some people call it the universe. It's okay if you call it the universe. I believe in God, so I call it God and the universe. I mean, it's the same thing. It's for me, it's the same. So I'm really curious about ayahuasca. I'll after I do the first ceremony, the first day, I'll explain how it changed me, and maybe how it changed my view, and how I view the things then. So it's already this evening, so I'm really excited. My doggy Bentley is next to me. We're taking her to the babysitter, so that I can be relaxed at the ceremony. So I'm gonna do it for 2 days. They said it was best that you do it for 2 days, because it will work better. It will work better. I have friends who also did it, and they said exactly the same thing. I was afraid before of doing ayahuasca, for the reason that I don't know. I know that I shouldn't be, but I'm pretty materialistic. I have a lot of dreams. I want to have a nice house. I want to have a nice car. I want to have a vacation house. I want to take care of my friends and family. So in this world you need money for that, but the love of money is the root of all evil. So that's also why I'm a Bitcoin warrior. So I was very I was always afraid that I would lose my my drive for building a business, for making money, for helping people. I'm not a guy that that works just to make money. You know, I want to help people, because I know if you help people, the universe, it's a universal law. If you do good for people, good will come to you. It's also written in the Bible. It's a universal law. Everyone should know this. So the more people that I help reach, maybe not reach financial freedom, or help them to make the struggle, to make their struggle a little less, well, I love that. I love that. And in return, I will get financial freedom. So that's why I love what I'm doing. But so I was always really afraid that I would lose my drive. I have so many dreams and I want to accomplish them all. It's actually not about the useless paper money, but it's what you can do with it. That's what interests me, and I want to do a lot of good. So then I talked with a lot of people, a lot of my friends who did it, and they said, no, it will make you a better person. It will make you a better person. So I'm really, really curious about it. I don't know if I can film the ceremony or a part of the ceremony. I'll have to see about that. But if I can film it, then I will do it, so that people who are watching this video have a clue about how it goes, etc. So it's important that you don't have stress, that you don't smoke, that you don't do drugs before the ceremony. If you smoke marijuana, it's best you stop at least 2 weeks before. So I saw when I was younger documentaries about it, and it was like a taboo. But now it's getting introduced in our culture as well. So I think more people should know about it. That's why I'm making this video. So I'm really looking forward to it. So I had the ceremony last weekend, and it was incredible. It was an amazing experience. It's changed my life. So I wanted to have a better relationship with my parents, with God, and just wanted to become a better human, a better person. So the first night was a really cool ceremony. It was with a lot of people, more than 20 people. So I took my first cup, and then after, it's very difficult to know the time, but I think after about 20-25 minutes I started feeling something, and I saw things moving a little bit. So then I took another cup, and then I closed my eyes, and I went on a journey. And it's very important that you have an intention, that you have a question that you want answered, and that's what ayahuasca can do for you. So at a certain moment I started crying, because I realized a few things that I should do better, and I didn't. I took a good look at myself, and I realized that why did you act in that way at that moment? It was I was a little bit not angry, but very disappointed with myself, because I handled some situations not as I should. So that's what I saw the first evening, and then I did a second time. They said to me, it's best that you do a second time. So We did it with a lot of people. Out of the 20 people, only 2 or 3 had a difficult experience the first time, and then it's important that you do the second night, do it the second time, because if you have a bad experience and then you go away, then you will say, this is not good, but actually it is very good. So it really changed my life. I remember, like, the ceremony was finished and we had in the morning, then we could enjoy a healthy breakfast, and in the noon a soup, and that was it. Then in the evening do the ceremony again. So when the first ceremony was finished, I thought it was like 7, so I told my friends, hey, let's go eat breakfast. But then it was only 1:30 in the morning, so I was so happy that I could sleep a while. It was very difficult to fall asleep because the music was so amazing. All night the music was in my head, and I was dancing. I was dancing in my head. It was amazing. I came outside of the hut. It was inside a hut, and I had difficulties walking. It was very, very difficult to go to my tent, which was maybe 30 or 40 meters farther away. And it was very, very difficult. It was like, it took me like 10 minutes to go to the tent. So also I took a second time, and I was doubting to take a third cup. So the maximum was 3 cups, but I couldn't really move anymore, because then you had to go to the shaman, and I couldn't stand up anymore, and I didn't want to crawl. So yeah, I only did 2 times. It's better to live one day as a lion than your whole life as a sheep. So I didn't want to crawl. So then the second night, I like when I came there and I met the people, it was like normal, you know. But then in the morning, everyone was so happy, everyone was so joyous. You could feel the positive emotions, the positive energy of people. It was like amazing. Also, when I went outside the hut, I looked at the sky, I looked at the trees, I looked at the ground. I was so happy. So then the second night, I had a lot of my questions were answered the first night. So then I had some new intentions, and I was stuck for an hour. I don't know why. Maybe my intention or my question wasn't strong enough or clear enough. So then I took a second cup again, and everyone, a lot of people were throwing up. I never heard people throwing up so bad, like throwing up, almost throwing up their lungs. I also threw up multiple times. The first time and the second time only 1 time. So then one moment I was too warm, so then I put my sweater off, and then it took me like 1 hour to put my sweater back on. I couldn't understand how to put it on. It was crazy, and I was like, how is this possible? But I saw things differently, and I went, in total we were with 4 people. So 3 of the 4 said after the first night, it's enough. And I said, I want to do a second time. I said I want to dance. There were people dancing around in a circle. It was like, wow. And then I heard like they were making animal sounds. And I felt one with these people. I felt one with life. I felt one with nature. Second night, I cried because I was so happy. I couldn't control my emotions anymore. I was so happy, so I cried. There was a lady, and she came to me, and she said, "Everything all right?" I said, "I'm so happy. I'm so happy." And she smiled and she said, "I know how you feel. I know exactly how you feel." So, I mean, an amazing experience. But what is important is that the things you learn from the ceremony, the things that the medicine taught you, showed you, because it really is medicine. I don't have another word for it. It's medicine. But it's important that you incorporate that, what you have learned, in your everyday life, because if you go home and you start doing all things the same again, there will be no change. Change starts here and in your heart, and then you have to apply it. You have to apply it. And I'm applying it. There are a few things that changed. I realized that I always was a little bit of a rebel. That's why I also have my YouTube channel, you know. I'm against the bad people in this world. So I feel like I have to fight. I have to fight for other people. I have to fight for the sheep. I have to be like a shepherd. And most of them, they don't want to be unplugged. They have the choice to take the blue and the red pill, but most of them just don't care. So I feel like I have to fight for good. I feel like a general in God's army, you know. I have to do good. It's whatever you call it, God, karma, universe, or nothing. You can be an atheist. It's totally up to you. But I have to do good in this life. Also, I've always been against plastic, because plastic it pollutes the world. I mean, when you throw your plastic bag away, in 100 years, it still is the same bag, you know. It's so polluting. Our oceans, they're so dirty, so full of plastic. The ocean life, everything, all nature. People are destroying nature. We have to put a stop to this. You know, when I'll be financially free, when Bitcoin goes to all-time highs, I'm gonna do so much good. I'm already doing good. But I mean, if you have more money, you can do it on a bigger scale. So that's what I'm trying. There was a guy who made like a machine, and in like 5 to 10 years he could clean up like half of the ocean or something like that, and it works automatically. So genius. So I mean, do good in life. I'm not saying you have to do a ceremony. It's probably I will do a ceremony again, but only when I have like a very important question where I don't know the answer. So I realized that in the relationship with people, you build walls. And I also heard many people say, like, before we share our intention, and a lot of people said, I want to forgive, or I want to understand other people, why they did certain things to me. Like there was a girl who said, I want to understand my parents, why they did a few things. And then after the ceremony, she said, now I understand why. I saw their motives, and she said, I forgive them, and now I want to move forward. So it's very important in life to forgive. So yeah, I've learned a lot of things, and when I have a very important question that I want answered, I'll do another ceremony. But guys, if you do it, be very careful, because there are a lot of bad people in the world, you know. You should only do it with people you can trust, because you never know what they will put in your drink or something. I heard stories about girls not remembering anything, I mean, and God knows what things they did. So that's really bad. It's heart-wrenching, it's heartbreaking. So always be careful, always have an intention, and if you forget you shouldn't forget your intention, because when you're in the moment, it's very easy to go to another place, but it's very easy to remember your intention. So then repeat your intention, and then you'll get the answers. So I think that was it. It's important to close your eyes. But yeah, it was an amazing experience. I'll do it again in some time. Guys, let me know what you think about this vlog, what you think about my experience. Have you ever experienced it? Just let me know. Also, I don't want to eat pork anymore. I don't want to drink alcohol anymore. I mean, that's amazing. That's incredible. Now I understand why people become vegan or vegetarian after doing a ceremony. So let me know your experiences. Let me know what you think about this vlog. Let me know in the video description. Just let me know. And I'll do my best. If you have any questions, also ask them in the comments, and I'll do my best to answer all of you. Hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and hope to see you soon on my YouTube channel, Crypto Mining. Have a great day, guys. Bye bye.